And we're back in the finals of the MTG DeaLS Legacy Tournament. I have gotten a new commentator.
I'm Kevin Long. I was in the top 8. I lost to Mud in the quarterfinals. And it's a pretty strong deck. I mean, he's built it well for this metagame. I mean, Chalice and Trinisphere really ruin everyone.
It's like your Thalia playing, except a little bit better.
A little bit better. Just a smidge.
Just a smidge. I was talking about Thalia earlier because he's got Lodestone Golem, which is just the 5 mana Thalia.
Yeah. 4 mana Thalia.
Oh, he's only 4?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so he's twice the Thalia that Thalia could ever be.
He tries hard.
Yeah. Super try hard. He's got first strike though, right?
No.
Okay.
What?
I was hoping he had first strike.
It would be insane if he had first strike.
Oh,
5/3 with first strike? Come on.
No, he dies to Bolt.
Well, Bolt cast 2, so it's okay.
I know. Dude, okay, so last game, the Mud player, Matt Krystall, decided to play 2 of them because he cloned one with the Metamorph and everything else cost 2. So I was like, wow, Thalia could even hope to be this good.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. Joe should have the edge in this matchup, just seeing as he is a blue player against, a not blue player.
Oh, I see a Lodestone Golem. Calling it now.
Nah, it's a 1-land hand. It's he might ship it back. 1-land City of Traders? Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunate for the Mud player, because I do want to see some action happen.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
I would like to see a very fast start from Mud. I think that's how he's going to win this match.
What does X mean?
Coming out quick with a turn 1 Metalworker or some such.
That's what she said.
Take your fucking
Alright, so anyways, Joe keeping his 7. Now, Joe's really good at keeping hands.
I mean, he's good at drawing 7 cards. Not as good as Gristlebrand is at drawing 7 cards, but not everyone's that awesome. This seems like a keeper. I mean, I don't think he can afford to throw this back.
I just mentioned this because the last couple times I commentated on Joe, and when I played him, he never mulled.
Joe pondering on turn 1, seeing all junk, and shuffling it back.
Oh, so the Metalworker kept.
Yeah.
He's got a pretty strong hand there.
I mean, he's got a turn 2 Lodestone Golem, which is not the worst, following a turn 1 Chalice. The problem is that turn 1 Chalice for 1 against Joe is not as good as it is against pretty much everything else in the metagame.
That plays blue. And then some.
Yeah.
But blue in particular. All them draw spells, cantrips, they're just like sitting in your hand as dead cards.
Yeah. And he ripped a Forge Master, which is quite good right here, seeing as he has a all artifact mana base.
Okay.
And Chalice for 1 it is.
Chalice for 1.
Joe seems unflapped about that, as he should be.
It's alright, he's got 2 Lodestone Golems to back that Chalice for 1 up. 3 Lodestone Golems.
That's a Forge Master.
You sure?
Pretty sure.
Okay, so there's 1 Lodestone Golem. Unfortunately, no Cavern Souls this time to completely blow Joe out.
Yeah. Cavern Souls is quite the innovation for Mud.
Oh, it resolved, and here it comes in for 5. Oh.
Yeah, off to a very good start. Especially with the Battle Ball.
Oh. The second Lodestone Golem?
Yeah, Joe's holding a Plow, which is going to be pretty good. I mean, it's going to cost 3, but not the worst thing in the universe. Oh, except for Chalice. Plow is not a good friends with Chalice.
No! No, definitely not. Joe needs to miracle a
Terminus.
a
Yeah,
Terminus
pretty quickly.
Right now. I think that's Joe's only out. He's got 1 turn left to pull it off.
Jace doesn't even do anything.
No, Jace is worthless at this point. Okay, and here comes the Forge Master. Because why not? And Joe going, well, this is pretty.
I think Forge Master is a weak play right there, just because Joe's only out is Terminus. So if he draws it, he just gets blown out. He's gonna be left with a mere Battle Sphere sitting in hand, just rotting.
Is that his last card?
Yeah.
He could untap that Monolith and, go to town.
Yeah, I mean, it's a possibility, but I think that he would be very behind on the board.
All right, Joe, for the miracle. Nope, it
doesn't get there.
All right, that's it. Pack it up.
Terminus would have been pretty sick. I mean, gotta hope for the miracles when they come.
Yes.
These two players did play earlier today, and I believe Joe took it.
It's because Joe sacrificed a squirrel instead of a lamb.
What?
Wrong god.
Joe, looking through sideboarding, chose to board in a bunch of counterspells and a disenchant. He had options for another Terminus and Back to Basics, so it's intriguing that he didn't put those in.
Now let me talk about Back to Basics a little bit. That card got played against me today, and I was played as a Rug Delver player. Let me tell you, that is one of the biggest kick in the nuts you can ever get.
As usual. Back to the Basics, ruining friendships.
Exactly. Joe plays that card and then smiles at me.
Shit-eating grin?
For the yeah, the poop-eating grin.
Matt has the option to board in a bunch of Trinispheres and Revokers, which wouldn't do anything. I think he might stick to pretty similar to what he played in his 60.
Yes, I agree. I think it needs more Lodestone Golem.
Well, that is the card.
That is the card. Just, I don't know, sneak a 5th, 5th, and 6th copy into the deck.
Well, Metamorph does a very good Lodestone Golem impression.
Sometimes.
A lot of the time.
Sometimes he becomes Gristlebrand.
Sometimes he becomes Gristlebrand. But oftentimes, he gets to copy sweet things.
Sweet things?
Yeah. Grim Monolith, Lodestone Golem, Godolphin Forge Master.
All covered in sugar.
I've even seen a Great Fortress, or a Great Furnace.
Great Furnace?
Yeah. A Metamorph Furnace.
Wow.
He was going deep.
It's like the ultimate artifact land, because it's like an artifact land. I hope those of you got that watching this from the previous question and the previous match that we commentated on.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Did you learn something today, guys? No?
Interesting. Boarding out the Crucible.
Really?
Yeah, it's
like
pretty weak because if you have Back to Basics, Crucible Wasteland isn't going to do a whole lot. Seems like he's boarding in a few Trinisphere, 2 Trinispheres, boarding in.
No, maybe not. No. He doesn't know what to do. Tormach's Crypts. I totally misboarded those today too.
Boarding out what's looked like a Sundering Titan and a Mox Diamond.
Mox Diamond?
Yeah, he's running 2 of them.
I suppose that makes sense.
Yeah, only taking in 1 Trinisphere, so he's playing for a more long game or hoping to get Lodestone Golem.
I think the Lodestone Golem plan's a pretty good one.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we saw how unbeatable it was game 1.
Unbeatable.
Except to Terminus.
Except to Terminus, which, you know, like I mentioned earlier,
it's pretty miracle-y.
It's pretty miracle-y, and you have to print the right, you know, and sacrifice the right thing.
Yeah. Joe re-looking at his deck, seeing what he thinks now, taking out a card and.
Now, if these players continue to durdle around for a little bit, Sheldon Marbury might suspect some
Marbury
slow play, intentional.
Well, the game does change under the lights, Leo.
And I would, as a commentator, I would have to let the person who is head judging know what is going on.
Yeah, well, untimed matches and all, I think that they can take another couple minutes to really get it right, play this finals well.
Get it right, huh? Well, remember how we put Joe as the favorite to win, and this Mudslide player.
Yeah, takes the quick one.
Takes the quick first game 1. Yeah, that's definitely true.
Yeah, when we played, our matches took no less than 3 minutes apiece.
Well,
fast back and forth.
That's the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah. He either win quicks or he gets baked to basics out.
Baked to basics?
Yeah.
Baked to basics. Eh?
Joe, hard in the tank.
Hard in the tank, jeez. Again.
Sheldon Menery comments aside.
Sheldon Menery comments aside. Joe's not intentionally using this time to gain any advantage whatsoever. He's just staring at his sideboard and making twitchy faces.
Yeah, and hoping he draws Terminus at the right times.
That is more important than what he's sideboarding.
Probably.
But what can you do?
Yeah. Well, trust in variance, and variance will nip you in the bud.
Trust in variance?
Well, that's what he's doing, playing miracles.
but he's playing Miracles and Legacy, so at least Variance is under control.
Yeah.
Variance and Legacy is a little bit more of give and take relationship. Versus miracling anything, and block was just like.
Well, block is just a terrible format.
Just saying, it was the deck.
Yeah.
Totally won a Pro Tour.
Yeah, it did.
Hey guys, I'll be casting Treat the Angels. Okay.
There was the great on your turn, think twice, entreat the angels for 4. On my turn, temporal mastery.
Yeah. What's up?
Winning Pro Tours left and right.
All I do is miracle, miracle.
There we go. Joe finally decides on a sideboard.
Oh, all right.
And Matt seems pretty content with his. The easy cut. Joe going for the cutthroat shuffle, trying to get 7 lands on top.
7 lands. 7 City of Traders.
There'd be some issues if 7 City of Traders opening hand.
It's alright, it's not as bad as the Goblin Guide turn 1 kill.
And for our viewers, that's in standard, turn 1 Goblin Guide, attack you, flip Damnation, lose the game.
Oh! Okay. This is a sweet looking hand we got here. I totally appreciate what's going to happen. Here comes the Monolith.
And
like a boss,
should be a Trinisphere.
Incoming Trinisphere. Potential.
Looks like Joe.
Lets it go. The Trinisphere comes.
And ooh, this is gonna be tough.
Response for Joe.
Might be a Spell Pierce. Couldn't see his hand.
Nope, I'm gonna bank on the Legacy Brainstorm in response. Nope, it's a Pierce.
Yeah, he does get a Tundra, which is going to work well with Matt's Wasteland in hand.
It does. It does work well. Congratulations, Kevin. You get the Mize Award of the day.
Yeah, Joe might not be on the Back to Basics plan, so I think I saw a Jason hand. Drawing a land now. Looks like Jason, a couple Plows, and a Force.
Okay, so...
Oh, a Stoneforge Mystic. Or a Squadron Hawk, probably.
That's probably true. Ooh!
Ooh, ripping the Metalworker.
Oh!
Uncounterable Metalworker. Which is sadly going to get plowed.
It doesn't matter. It's uncounterable. Metalworker.
Yeah.
Success Kid memes.
Yeah. Cavern of Souls on Construct seems quite good. Oh yeah, that's
quite good.
Matt hoping for Lightning Greaves somewhere in his deck. He was running 2, so...
So what's going on here? Joe is causing a PVC for no reason.
PVC? Pipe?
Oh, sorry,
PCV?
That one.
There we go.
Yep. That's player communication violation, and I was totally kidding.
2L2's commentating this match, by the way.
You wouldn't know that. Yeah. Unless we told you. And then at that much, I think there would be some disbelief.
Yeah. Joe pondering after plowing the Metalworker, seeing a bunch of goodies.
Yeah.
Another plow and an engineered explosives, which is going to be big game against the mana heavy plan with Grim Monolith of Matt.
Right. And that Jace in the top 3 cards is definitely something he's looking forward to casting in the next few turns.
Well, Jace is in his hand.
Oh, sorry.
But it's his only other blue card other than Force of Will, so
oh, I see.
He might be forced to pitch it.
As unfortunate as that would be, sometimes Jace is exiled together or something.
Is just a -1 life and
oh, there's the Wasteland.
Not doing anything.
Okay, lots of Forge Masters there.
Yeah, he definitely wants to untap that Grim Monolith at the end of his turn.
Okay,
or at the end of Joe's turn.
Does he Wasteland or not?
No, he wants to untap the Monolith.
Okay.
That's the only way he's going to cast any spells.
How much does Monolith cost to untap?
4.
Okay. So
and that uses all of his mana.
All of his mana. All the mana belongs to Monolith. So he can't actually cast anything, so it's just...
Not right now.
So it's just ship it, and then untap Monolith, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And whatever he plays is probably going to get forced.
Most unfortunate there, but Jace might hit the table right here.
Yeah, which would be pretty good, because then that alleviates the necessity of Force of Will, as you can just bounce whatever he plays with Jace, and he has to spend a turn untapping Monolith to replay it.
Yep. And, folks, having Jace on your opponent's side of the field is still as depressing as it ever was.
Yeah.
from standard to the bannings to legacy to the bannings again.
I've seen a turn 1 Jace on a Molda 3 take down a vintage game, so that was something special.
Right? Power 10?
Minus Time Twister, plus Library, plus Jace.
Yeah, what's up with Time Twister?
It's bad.
It's terrible.
Joe tanking after brainstorming.
Puts 1 card back. Actually, when I was playing against Joe earlier today...
And puts the Terminus back on top.
Did he?
Yes.
Nothing like drawing a miracle, huh?
Miracles abound.
Miracles abound. I feel like there should be some sort of theme song. When it comes
Ooh,
down to
another Grim Monolith, which is pretty good.
Right. I mean, every time you cast a miracle card, I think there should be some sort of, like, ditty.
A song that plays?
Something like that.
So now he can safely tap out for a Hellkite, and on his turn still be able to cast a Forge Master.
I see. That is relevant. Okay.
And just going for the Forge Master, which will probably resolve. Oh yeah.
Yep. Well,
and here it comes.
The Terminus. And to the bottom. Well, that's unfortunate. Goodbye. You know, I feel like that play reflects poorly on Joe's manners.
Oh?
Yeah, creature just hit the table and he told him to get the heck out of there.
Well, that's what you want to do. I mean, Mud's creatures are very dangerous.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, bad manner all the time.
Doesn't stick around for anything. No party.
No party, no party. Joe with pretty much the nuts. Bunch of Snapcasters and Swords to Plowshares, so it doesn't look like Matt's going to do too well this game.
Nope. If this was a squirrel convention, they'd be all on Joe's side.
All the squirrels?
Yeah.
Joe still has to find a way to win the game. The Welder's not getting cast right now.
I'd like to remind everyone that there is a Jace on the field, and that seems like a pretty good win.
Oh yeah, I mean Jace is a big game.
Yep. How big?
Pretty big. It's the I want a banana this big.
Yeah.
It's about that big.
Yeah.
The LSV special, I want a banana this big.
Yep. That's how it goes sometimes. Joe will probably find a Treat the Angels pretty soon here, and then call that a day.
Well, that's what he hopes. Brainstorming with Jace digs you pretty deep, pretty fast.
So fast. I like a mole man.
Digging through the ground.
Dig, dig, dig.
Matt opting not to play anything on his turn.
Which is more than correct. He can untap that monolith, I suppose.
I was seeing to complain about brainstorming with Jace, as you should. He looks pretty rough, as you should feel when Jace is across the field.
When Jace is brainstorming and he's at 3, especially when he's at 3, when you've done absolutely nothing threatening to him.
Yeah, we get the zoom in. At 3, just like, chilling.
Hey guys, I'm not gonna go up or down or anything. I'm just gonna stay here and
draw a card a turn, with amazing filtering.
Yeah, 3 cards off the top, no biggie.
Yeah,
I got that covered.
Easy money.
All right, you gotta put 2 back though. Can't be too greedy.
Well, unless you're Bertoncini. I'm sad to see him go. He was the best explorer of our day.
Oh, totally.
Ripping a Wasteland, which doesn't seem too good. Oh no, another Ancient Tomb, sorry.
It's really funny.
So he's very mana heavy. And all of his creatures are not going to really do anything.
Nope. Looks like we might get to see game 3.
Almost assuredly at this point.
Almost assured. After about another 25 minutes of
dirtling and Treat the Angels finding.
Well, here we have a Forge Master, which is being uncounterably cast. Mind you. But it resolved, and Snapcaster gone. Joe's manners are
pretty bad. Creatures don't like them.
No, they are gone. Please be gone. You are exiled. Or put to the bottom of the library. Or done something other than died.
Yeah.
Here come the Entreat.
Looking pretty sad.
Matt. Oh, jeez.
Entreat for how many now?
Matt Krystall is looking, staring.
Four angels? That seems pretty decent.
Okay, I don't know if Matt can actually do anything to get out of this right now.
Beats for 2.
Oh,
Snapcaster Mage getting in there with the best of them.
Oh, I love that guy.
Yeah. Tiago's done some work recently.
Nothing like getting value with an Asian guy and beating for 2.
Asian Value Town?
I don't even know if that was appropriate.
Untapping his Grim Monolith and hoping for another miracle,
Oh.
which probably won't come.
Nope, I'm sorry, but all those creatures do not pass the Jace test, and that is it.
Yep, and scoops him up and goes to game 3.
Okay.
Joe showing some nice planning ahead with Terminus and Entreat off of Jace Brainstorms, which, you know, might or might not be the way to play the deck. But Matt getting pretty blown out that game. I don't think he did much of anything.
Unfortunately, no. I mean, Swords and Snapcaster Swords kind of took that, you know, potential out of the game. Swords is a really good card. He needs that Chalice for 1. I think he's got a mull until he gets it.
Yeah, well, he went for the Trinisphere this game, and
okay, Trinisphere does do a very similar job.
yeah, Trinisphere and Chalice do big work against blue decks, making everything they cast cost a billion or cost countered.
Mm-hmm.
And deciding whether or not to board out Blink Moth or Blightsteel.
Blightsteel, man.
There we go.
AIDS Robot.
AIDS Robot.
Keep up.
AIDS Robot? Got
Yeah.
the heavy?
He's got the Ibby. Yeah. You don't want that.
No,
That's
you
why
do not.
That's why he's taking it out of the deck.
Well, it's only a 1 of, and it's pretty narrow actually. It's only very good when you have a forward matcher active and can untap and win on the spot.
Right.
So pretty loose. Joe boarding out Counterspell, which is his only copy. He should have another one on the board.
There it is.
Yeah. And keeping out Back to Basics and leaving out a Terminus, which seems bad. Ooh, boarding out a Squadron Hawk.
I used to do that sometimes.
Yeah,
Back
just
in
go for
Standard.
3?
I was just, you know what? I don't think Squadron Hawk's too strong against this matchup.
Yeah, definitely not. All it does is block and draw a couple of useless Hawks. Admittedly, very good with Brainstorm, but
even better when you had a Jit equipped to that guy.
oh yeah.
I mean, just saying, Hawks are the most noble of sword-carrying Avens.
Well, I think Jit looks good on pretty much any creature.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd put some squirrel tokens on it.
I would, okay, so you know that hexproof turtle?
Oh yeah.
That
The
switches-
1/4.
Yeah, what's it called?
I
Okay.
didn't play that block.
The best time was when my friend got those altered, and then he put the Jitty on one, and it was Raphael, and it was just like, yes! Oh,
That's
super
pretty
flavor.
good. Did he have all 4 as different Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
He got it. He got the artist to, make them like that.
Oh well, that's
Yeah,
pretty good.
it's very good.
Gaining value off of common cards from Zendikar block.
Yep. Equipping the Jit. I think it was an EDH, but I don't know if it was in that. No, it definitely. Okay, so the only time that could happen was Modern.
Wow, that seems loose.
But that hexproof guy was pretty sweet.
Yeah, no, he was
a 4/1, beat you down. Come on, I'm in control deck.
he did some work in the blue decks back in the day.
Oh hell yeah! He's a wall and then he's an attacker when you want him to. Ooh la la.
Let's see what we get for game 3. Hopefully both players draw some spicy openers so we can see a real game of Magic.
Hopefully nobody moles. I hate it when the moles come, especially hard on one person, and then the one-sided scoopsies comes into effect.
Yeah.
But this is the final match, and we always hope that it would be sweet. Okay. Oh, that's not bad.
Turn 2 Trinisphere for Matt. Let's see if he keeps. And
yeah, he totally keeps.
Snap keep from both players.
All right.
Joe has a grip including Swords to Plowshares and Snapcaster Mage. Always nice to see.
Does he have 2 Hawks or just the one?
Just looks like the one.
I'd like to point out that there's only 2 more copies of that card in the deck, so it worked out.
And Spell Pierce in Joe's hand, so this is probably going to get immediately pierced.
There it is.
There it is.
Okay, unfortunate Trinisphere going to the yard again.
Joe ripping land when he needs to.
There it is, Blue Delta, okay.
Ooh, a Lodestone Golem.
Counterable, though. Counterable Lodestone Golem. Does he take? No?
He's going to try for the Welder and try for the Trinisphere lock, but the Welder's going to get plowed. But that does open the door for a next turn Lodestone Golem, which is going to do some work.
I hope so.
Ooh, Welder resolves and taking 4.
Going for the golem?
Going for a metalworker. Yeah.
Okay. Metalworker costs 3, right?
Yeah, it does.
So he's
unfortunately, Mana Burn doesn't exist anymore, or else we'd see some real work off those ancient tombs.
Well, ancient tombs, Mana Burn on its own. Don't use me, you're getting burned. Use me, you're getting burned.
City of Brass in itself, all the way to the victory.
Yep. Oh, here comes a brainstorm with the fetch open. Look how good Joe is at Legacy.
Drew a Jace, which is pretty good, and looks like some Snapcaster mages as well.
That Jace, okay, so to defend against this onslaught of control, he's got the Wormcoil engine, which is actually, I don't really like it very much against
Yeah, neither do I.
The Forge Master and the Lowsteel Golem are going to be the 2 key players that
that Matt's is going to look for to really win the game.
Right.
The Wormcoil engine is just going to get plowed and be a sad panda.
There is a little bit of, if he resolves the Wormcoil, he can immediately Welder it, which is good.
Yeah, I don't think Welder's going to live past this turn.
I don't think so either. But alright, what's Joe putting back on top of his deck here? This is key. Because Joe's got a lot of really good cards.
Yeah, he didn't see any miracles, so no Terminus off the top this time.
It's alright, we're not going to be able to zoom in on his hand because he's got those monkey paws covering everything up.
And the real question now is, does he want to keep any cards from what he brainstormed? That he does not.
Nope, that was... Okay, so that mystery solved.
Yeah.
Congrats. 1 point mystery team. Go Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo solving mysteries every day.
Every day.
Every day he's shuffling?
Every day he's solving.
Oh, well. Solving's arguably better than shuffling.
Jinkies.
And plowing the Welder? Plowing the Welder indeed.
Swords to plowshares. Hey, Welder, stop building robots. Go cut some weed. Okay, so what about this metalworker here?
I don't know. If it sticks around, it's gonna tap for a shnikes amount of mana.
Super shnikes. We were talking earlier, and we were getting confused between Welder and metalworker because metalworker obviously welds.
Oh, obviously.
Obviously.
I mean, look at the picture, and he's
But this Goblin Welder, is he a metalworker too? I mean, I guess. Oh.
And Snapcaster Plow for the metalworker.
There it is.
So Lodestone Golem looking pretty good right now. I don't think Joe has any answers at the moment, but it probably will get Force of Willed, seeing as he drew that for his turn.
Let's see. I don't... there it is. Okay, so Joe...
Pitching the almost useless Spell Snare in this matchup.
Almost. Hey, it was big earlier.
Spell Pierce is good. Spell Snare is... yeah.
Oh, the Snare, yeah.
Yeah, getting in for 2, which is pretty awkward, seeing as Matt's life total shrinking dramatically due to Ancient Tombs.
He's got the 2/4. Okay, so the Wormcoil might actually be a relevant play here because now he can't cast it yet. He can only do 5, but it's possible that Wormcoil actually starts gaining value, so you can gain the life back that he's lost from all those tombs.
Well, now that Joe's played Squadron Hawk, I think the game is going to become pretty tight because Matt has to tap Ancient Tombs to do anything, and Joe's got a pretty quick clock.
Now this metal, he just drew another metalworker. That seems like a really strong card to be playing right here.
Well, I think that Joe's just going to untap and Jace, and that's going to be all she wrote.
Does he have the 4th land?
Not yet.
Let's see if there it is.
Calling it as usual. Untap, land, Jace.
There it is. Land. Swingsies.
Metalworker is a lowly 1/2, will not block.
Nope. I think it's going to be a Jace bounce here, right?
Almost assuredly. I mean, he's going to have a tough time living through anything with 2 Ancient Tombs on the board, and they've been tapping all game.
He's at 5. This seems bad.
Yeah, he's at 5, and he's been attacked for all of 4 damage? No, 5 damage.
5 damage. Ooh, Jace. And...
bounce.
He knows what's up.
And
Joe quickly...
should be...
no,
City of Traders.
City of Traders. Less ping from that. Okay. The question is, can he land 2 creatures now? And I think it's
1, 2,
no.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I don't think he can.
No, this is definitely a good game.
Yeah.
No outs. Well, that was a fun Oh, no, he's
going for it anyway.
Okay, forward through the motions. But that was a really awesome game 3, I think. That was...
Yeah, it showed what had to happen in the matchup, which was the control player countering everything early and then landing a quick clock to capitalize on Ancient Tomb.